Is there any specific portal or something like which you suggest other than the campus placement, which would really work for a chartered accountant to search good profiles?
To be honest, I don't have a good answer on that, Ramesh. I would recommend that when you build your career, it's important you should have that networking.
Is there anything what young CAs can explore other than the regular traditional
I would
industries?
strongly recommend people to explore agri sector, agri processing. India will soon have a social stock exchange also. All said and done, the Chartered Accountancy course is not a campus-based education.
What special skill sets do you think would really be required for a young CA?
You should be a personality where others should be very comfortable to work with you. This is what I can do, this is what I cannot do now, maybe. So that part is very, very important.
Now you have seen many, young kids coming out with their resumes and searching for jobs. Is there any specific portal or something like, which you suggest other than the campus placement, which would really work for a chartered accountant to search good profiles?
To be honest, I don't have a good answer on that, Ramesh. But my view is the following. One is networking makes a lot of difference.
True.
Because most of the organizations give us substantial weightage for references from people already working in those organizations. Let's say, for example, I am a young CA and I want to get into the insurance sector. Let's assume for a moment. If I have that kind of aspiration, it's important that during the 3 years of articleship, I build a reasonable amount of networking where people working in those in that particular sector, I get that relationship introduction. So I need to work on that, and those will be most effective. Of course, there will be portals and all those things which might be there, but my view, the best is actually references. That's my best thing, and people should. There's nothing wrong about references, because organizations get lot of comfort when somebody has referred a person, because that person is watching almost about the work ethic of the candidate and also about the other personal social habits about the candidate. It makes a lot of difference for the organization, so that you give a lot of weightage. So I would recommend that when you build your career, it's important you should have that networking, and that works pretty effectively. Because there are organizations continuously searching for people. It's just that you should be visible as a person available. Correct. So as long as they know that you're available, they'll pick you up. So correct. That is possible only when you're in that network.
Right. How about when we qualify CA, we get into multiple industries. We know a handful of industries what generally work right now. Like one is banking, and then NBFCs, then manufacturing sector, service sector. Is there anything what young CAs can explore other than the regular traditional
I would
industries?
Strongly recommend people to explore agri sector, agri processing, agri sector. In fact, the next 2 decades, I would expect that sector to do extremely well. Okay. And one part is remuneration, but second part is the ability to make a difference is very high as far as that sector is concerned. So that sector will become more organized than ever. And when a sector is becoming organized, that's where your big opportunities come in. The second sector will be the non-profit organizations sector. I know good number of chartered accountants have already chosen that path. India will soon have a social stock exchange also, and there will be a lot of non-profit organizations will be listed on the social stock exchange. Okay. So, and given the kind of CSR spends and all which are happening, I expect a reasonably good number of non-profit organizations dealing with annual funds deployment of anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000 crores to be pretty common, and that's again a good area of. That's a different. I'm basically telling you sectors which are different from the traditional sectors which we are familiar, and those are sectors where your ability to contribute in terms of digitalization initiatives, in terms of controls, in terms of better quality governance, financial reporting, and all is substantial in those sectors.
How do I find out if I can find a job abroad?
Okay, as far as the jobs abroad are concerned, sorry Ramesh, but I don't have a very good answer, or at least I don't have exposure to give a good answer on that. To my knowledge, the people whom I have helped to go abroad and the students whom I know who have gone abroad, they've all largely gone again on the basis of references.
Okay.
There are some applications which people do and all, but I have seen all the successful guys who have eventually got placed. Majority of them are in Middle East, few of them in Hong Kong, few of them in Singapore. But I found most of them have gone through that networking route. They have taken references and moved on. So that's the best way to do it.
Okay. So if we look at 10 years back, I still remember you saying that whenever you do CA, along with it always do CWA and CS was what you always used to tell in the class, and it was specific for a purpose that your art of writing examinations
Correct.
that should get improved.
Correct.
Now, today, do you think that still holds good in this generation?
No, say, maybe I would have told about CWCS because those are the courses familiar to the students at that point in time, but I would still hold the same view. So what is happening as far as CA is concerned is you join articleship after you finish intermediate and your final exam is after 2.5 to 3 years. And in that 2 years, you actually lose the skill set of writing an examination.
True.
It's very important to, it's like, for example, the last test match I played was 3 years back and suddenly I need to play a test match. I'm a great cricketer and my age is there, but doesn't mean I can do it. I need to keep playing in between. So it was from that perspective that I used to encourage people to write
All the professional
any other professional course of their choice. And coincidentally, when they qualified, they would always have 2 qualifications in their hand. So that was my thought. And I think it holds good. Probably the choice of courses are much more now than ever. And now I see there are plenty of online courses which are available where you can build skill sets. Like for example, somebody could build skill sets around data analytics. Somebody could build skill sets around probably an area around insurance. So there are so many other opportunities which are available. So I would suggest as a student, during the student days, you should pick up one more course. It's very, very important to do that. But post qualifying, I think you should pick up a few courses which will meet your long-term career needs. Like for example, if I have decided to be in industry, then I think doing a business school program is extremely useful. It's very, very useful.
Okay.
Not that it's not useful for people in practice. I would encourage even people in practice to do it because a business school program gives you a campus-based learning experience. All said and done, the Chartered Accountancy course is not a campus-based education. True. It's a self-education with some practical training.
Right.
Highly focused campus-based education where you have a very competitive peer community, about 30 students or 40 students in that business school class. People coming from diverse backgrounds, diverse culture, diverse experience. That shapes your thinking little differently and puts you in a career advantage at least 4-5 years ahead. That's my view. I would encourage people to do it.
Okay.
And at the institute now we have some tie-ups with IIM. We are working on tie-up with one of the global business schools as well. Hopefully it should click. So the idea is to give people the exposure of business school where they want to do it.
What special skill sets do you think would really be required for a young CA to grow in the corporate ladder now?
Okay, there are few skill sets which probably many of us have heard it regularly, but I think just to ensure people have a common understanding, my view first is ability to understand a business is extremely important. And in fact, when you join a company, it's important to understand its business right from procurement till customer sale and collection. It's very important to understand the whole cycle. That's very, very important. Second important skill set is the ability to work with multidisciplinary teams. You should be a personality where others should be very comfortable to work with you. That's very, very important. They should feel that you are able to understand their role, their function. That's a very important skill set. It doesn't come easily. It's pretty tough. The third is honesty of communication. Honesty of communication is very, very important because as you go in your corporate ladder, people will, and if it's true even for practice as well, people will expect that if you have said something, you are honoring it. Because once you lose that credibility, then your career is almost gone. So it's very important that you should not play to the circumstances and say that, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that. You should have that honesty of communication that this is what I can do, this is what I cannot do now. So that part is very, very important. Some of them actually spoil their career by lack of that honesty of communication because maybe they are afraid, not because they want to be dishonest, but probably they are afraid that if I give a negative answer, how will it be perceived? But it's a question of how do you communicate a negative answer. I think that's important skill set. I would say these are pretty important skill sets for success in a corporate world.
Okay. So these are, I have few more questions here.
Sure.
So these are typically for someone who is serious about getting into practice.
Okay.
Should someone start practice all alone now, or should someone pick up an existing firm, join there as a employee or as a partner if they deserve that, and then grow in that?
If I start on my own, my name will appear. And young CAs should join some of these existing established firms. I know of many audit firms who are focused only on internal audit.
Yeah.
I know who are like 400, 500 people firms. A chartered accountant who understands the business process, internal controls, his ability to serve as a chief information officer for MSME client 1, client 2, client 3. When you are bringing other professionals, your ability to integrate them into your firm, you need to see whether we are geared to that. When you are geared to that, so that you should not spoil your existing business. My view, country requires large firms, Ramesh. Today, the place of location really does not matter. And if you take the IT sector, somebody like Zoho has demonstrated. I breadth of exposure gives an enormous amount of professional satisfaction. I like working with entrepreneurs because compliance practice will shrink, no second thought about it.
Okay.
When you have less money with you, I will not waste my time litigating with you. For example, arbitration and all is a very big area of practice which is
There are multiple occasions where we discussed about valuation,
Yeah.
where I wanted to get it done, and I want someone to vet it, but I could not take it to someone else. There were occasions where I need someone to guide me.
So the mentor-mentee is a two-way relationship. So you need to work on building that relationship. It's not easy.
There is something called professional indemnity insurance, which is supposed to be taken by CAs.
Professional indemnity insurance will only compensate you for the loss you might suffer in terms of fines, etc., which you pay.
I still feel young.
Yeah,
now.
you are young.
Yeah.
You are young.
So, but who are completely into teaching, keeping aside practice or any employment.
Yeah. For me, teaching is all about serving